Well, good afternoon and welcome to this episode of the PM Sports Page. I'm your humble host, Todd Patterson, back for another captivating episode of, the PM Sports Page.
Absolutely.
Good to have you here, Coach Miller.
Thank you. Great lineup today. We've got the football team in the house.
So I'm thrilled to be joined by head coach of the football Demons, Nick Ehret, and two of his stud players, receiver, right? Luke Beanblossom and Bean, and one of their wily linebackers, Kason Evans. So
yeah, he looks pretty tough with that club he's got on.
He's got a club on his hand, and I don't know if that's a prerequisite now.
I don't know.
Before we get too far into this, I think we probably need to.
Our 2-minute fantasy football.
We got to do it. So I'm 1-0.
I'm 0-1.
You're 0-1. I feel like my team has still got some upside. And your team,
I don't know. Joe Burrow just didn't show up.
Laid an egg.
Just complete.
The Browns might be for real, though.
The Bungles might be back.
So Coach Miller and I are playing each other this week in fantasy football.
Yeah.
And I feel like I could take a 2-0 commanding lead in the league.
We'll find out about it. Maybe we should do like a public poll and do like a vote of who they think will win this week.
Oh, they'd have to know who
maybe we should have like a little wager or something too. Like, I'll wear like your favorite baseball team.
I don't think we
can wear a Cardinal.
Yes.
shirt.
Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. I'd do that.
Who's your squad?
The Cubs.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I got to win this week.
I don't know if I have
it's
any.
on.
Okay.
It's on.
All right.
Here, see the shake publicly.
All right. So I wear Cardinals gear if I lose. You wear Cubs gear if you lose.
Next week.
All right.
Okay.
That sounds like a good one.
It's on.
All right. Well, that was our fantasy football overview, and I don't know about you, but I don't get really much more in depth than that. So
no, we're good. I'll kick start with cross country today. What a great week again for cross country. Participated in the Fairfield Invite last Thursday. Both teams walked away with victories. Micah Reese ended up, we had him on here last week, and he was talking about trying to break that 16
I don't want
mark.
to look. I don't want to put too much of a fine point on this, but everybody we have on this show goes out and they compete at a really high level at their next event. It's been 100% of the time so far.
I mean, the bar is there. I mean, these two guys sitting behind us here, I'm expecting double-digit tackles and probably at least 10 receptions for 85
100
plus. Yeah, maybe 100 plus.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Like, you feel like they're doing you a favor by being guests on the show. I would argue we're doing them the favor today.
Maybe we need a thank you card. Micah, we need a thank you
Thank
card.
you, Micah. Have Andrew write it.
So he ended up crushing school record.
That's awesome.
With
Congratulations,
Micah. 1549
Micah.
And is now ranked third individually in the state of Iowa in Class 3A. As our teams are still obviously competing really, really well. Boys are ranked 7th and girls are ranked 14th. So, I got the text, from Coach Hayworth after the meet last Thursday. I was excited to get that shared out, but we're hoping.
Who is the girls' top finisher? Do you know?
I don't have that on me. I just wanted to highlight that they're both ranked, both won, and then Micah Reese, set
That's great.
record.
Congratulations, Micah. I know I already said that twice, but
middle school is also off and running. They're pretty much following the varsity meets now.
Intended.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's why I put that in there. I thought you might like that. But they competed last Thursday as well and did very well. Their next meet is tomorrow night in Fort Madison. And our home meet is September 26th. And I know that was mentioned last week, which that corresponds with homecoming. So it's a very large week that week. And I'll talk more about that Tuesday night because we have a lot going on that Tuesday night.
I would imagine, yeah.
Volleyball-wise, they have only had one varsity match game since we met last week, and that was last night against Fort Madison. We won the first set, but then lost the next 3 and lost the meet last night, and so the match between them. So we fall to 1-2 in conference. But in talking, there was a lot of good positives last night. Leighton Messenger was putting a hammer down on the ball again. It's just Fairfield's a good team and don't make a lot of mistakes defensively.
Fort Madison.
It was Fairfield last night.
Oh, it was Fairfield?
Yep,
Sorry, I thought you said
Fairfield last night, and they just don't make a lot of mistakes, and they've got a really good middle that could put it down as well.
So so they've lost to the two teams that they thought were going to be in contention with them in the conference, right? It's not like they've
and all sets have been tight.
Yeah.
So seeding wise, what's nice about volleyball, as we've talked about before, is there's not a regular season champion. It's for seeding.
Right,
so they are still focused on winning that conference title.
And you could be a dark horse coming into the tournament like that.
Absolutely.
How did you do concession stand wise?
It was a great concession stand.
Again?
We increased the number of pizzas, and we decided that worked out really well. But it wasn't quite as large as opening night, but still a very good concessions last night.
That's great.
So, great crowd last night. Student section again, all the way to the top. So it was a good event last night except for the outcome.
I had a gig at the UP home, otherwise I would have been there. I couldn't keep people from rushing the stage last night.
Hey, I'm sure there was some good mosh pitting going on.
I'll tell you what happened. It rained the second we got there and started loading our equipment in. We're set up. We played for 2 hours, no rain, and then just as we were ready to tear down, it started pouring again.
That's why it was supposed to be, just for you. Relax, just so that you guys can be the main stage. So,
all our equipment got wet.
Football-wise, just real quick, Friday had a little setback, 23-20 to Fairfield. Some back and forth the whole game. Fought back. Had opportunities, had a really nice start to the second half. I'll let Coach Ehret talk about that. McDowell had a breakaway. I think it was like a 67-yarder. But the kids battled. They play this Friday. It's Heroes Night. That's our theme for this week, so I invite the public to come out. It's also Senior Band Recognition Night. So between those two events, there's some great recognition. We want to make sure that we highlight all of our first responders and military, current and former. We're here because of the sacrifices that others have made. So
for sure, especially with the recent September 11th time frame,
Absolutely. So I'll let Coach Ehret and the boys here talk about football a little bit more. Marching band, their Friends and Family event is tonight at 7 p.m. They'll be showcasing what their Friday night performance will be and introduce all of the participants that are in marching band. So it's a great event that starts at 7 out at Case Field. Our dance team will perform again at halftime this Friday. And then our 5 cheerleaders are doing a great job getting the crowd pumped up and getting our student section given some energy.
Yeah, let's go student section this week.
The last thing that I have here, actually there's two things. We have our homecoming court, so that has been announced. Right. So there's one sitting in here today, so you might have to ask him about some tough questions.
All right, I will.
But on the girls' side for homecoming queen, we've got Audrey Anderson, Amelia Dahl, Karina Melendez, Reagan Stouter, and Macy Williams. On the boys' side for the King Court is Brian Areola Contreras, Luke Beanblossom, Chase Greiner, Micah Reese, and Lane Schrock. And so those festivities will begin the week of September 25th. That's homecoming week, and there is a lot going on.
Yeah.
So
I know we're going to have a float for it. That's my contribution.
Awesome. So again, I'll put this plug out if there's any business organization that wants to join in on the parade. There's no sign up. You just need to show up to the high school between 1:30 and 1:45. We'll get you in line and we'll get started at 2 p.m. headed down South Iowa. But that week, we've got cross country home on Tuesday. We'll have home middle school football and home 8th grade volleyball. That's all on Tuesday. Wednesday will be Powder Puff night. Oh. Yeah, big night.
Coaching Bean? All right.
And then Thursday will be Spirit night. Tuesday, the volleyball team plays on the road at Keokuk. They're probably the only away event on the week. I think we pretty much cover every other activity. And then obviously the big game on Friday night, and that's a single game.
Mount Pleasant?
Well. Yep.
Yeah.
7 p.m., a single game. And our JVs, though, will play on Monday, the following Monday. So we are going to make that one up and kind of extend.
It's really a fun week for seniors in particular, but
absolutely
parents too.
So that's my wrap up for today.
Well, I wish you the very best of luck in fantasy football this week.
I don't, because I don't want to wear.
Look forward to seeing you.
I look forward to seeing you in Cardinal Red.
I think I have a Fukudome shirt that I wonder if you could wear that at school, though.
If it's not a XX, I'm not putting it on. I'm going to have to find something.
I'm not in the XX club, man.
Yeah, but I can't.
They've called. I mean, don't get me wrong. They've called.
There's no way I'm looking like Chris Farley coming in here on a Saturday Night Live.
All right, well, maybe we'll make a tank top out of it.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks, Coach. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with head coach Nick Ehret.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross. Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656.
I am Melissa Westfall with Homegirl Realty. Heather and Charlotte and I have worked together for many years, and we have always had a vision to have a business together.
I'm Charlotte Howard, and the good news is we bring a very high level of experience. We have a combined 80 plus years of experience in this real estate marketplace.
I'm Heather Merrick, and Homegirl Realty brings a lot of things to the table. We have phenomenal communication with our clients, buyers and sellers, to make sure things are going smoothly and you don't have anything to worry about.
Come and discover the perfect blend of fashion and home decor at Purposefully You Boutique and Home. Find that love it, gotta have it outfit or rustic farmhouse decor. Take one of our DIY sign workshops or rediscover a treasured piece of furniture with Annie Sloan chalk paint. Conveniently located at 107 West 2nd Street in Washington in the Carson Plumbing Building, 1 block north of the downtown square. Purposefully You Boutique and Home, where we are here to inspire you.
Hey, Amy, what do you call a sad strawberry? A blueberry.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to the PM Sports Page. I'm your intrepid host, Todd Patterson. I'm thrilled to be joined by head coach of the Washington Neiman football team, Nick Ehret. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having us.
And two of his stud players, Luke Beanblossom and Kason Evans. We'll get to them in a little bit. But, Coach, why don't you give us an overview of how the season's going and, who's kind of emerging from the pack and what do you have in terms of expectations for the rest of the year and maybe who are you playing this week?
Yeah. Well, first of all, we're playing Grinnell this week. As Mr. Miller said, it is Heroes Night. So we're, inviting all of our first responders, law enforcement, any veterans we have out to come celebrate that with us on Friday. We're 3 games in already, which is hard to believe, but once games get going, everything seems to go really fast. We opened the season at Oski. We got beat 28-14. We were within a score with a minute left in the game. Boys played really hard, just kind of couldn't quite get that one done. Our second game, our home opener, was against Burlington. Played really well in that game. We won that 32-7.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was a full team win. And then last Friday, unfortunately, we let one kind of get away at Fairfield, 23-20. So, we're a really young team this year. I would say we only have 9 seniors. So we're playing a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors that haven't played a lot of varsity football. So, the boys they're battling really hard. The effort's been great. Attitudes have been great. We just kind of have a few plays here and there. It seems to come down to each one of those games. So we just got to get a few of those things cleaned up. But we're really proud of this team, what they've done so far. Our seniors, being in Kason, they've been great leaders for us, and we're excited to get back on the field on Friday.
You guys captains?
We are, yeah.
All right. Hey, show the thing quick. Talk about I think by the way, I was just non sequitur, but the Heroes Night is a fantastic night. I think it's a great way to recognize all those folks who take care of us every day, and so I think it's a wonderful thing you guys do. My only complaint with it, I cannot see the numbers on the jerseys. And then you sometimes wear other people's numbers or something, right? Like it kind of gets mixed up.
They don't quite match up to the numbers for our regular jerseys, so sometimes they come out in a little different number. So yeah, I mean, you can spot Kaysen with the cast for sure, but some of them, Bean's hair might be flopping out, so you might be able to see that too.
I mean, not that they let me up in the press box, but it would be hard to call that game, I would think. It's really tough to see those numbers. What's camouflage? What do you expect? All right, so these two jokers to my left and right are team captains. You have other team captains?
We do. Chase Greiner and Lucas Ricky are our other two.
So what kind of team do you have this year? Would you say like I've seen a lot of like 2 years ago, maybe more a passing team last year, kind of a running team. When I watched you at Burlington, it looked like you had a really nice mix of things. Are you kind of focused one way or the other? Or?
I think we're still kind of figuring that out a little bit. Obviously myself, I like to run the ball. That's probably been a little bit of a struggle. We lost some big guys last year on the offensive line.
Lost some beef, so that's for sure. Yeah,
we're young up there. We're getting some things figured out. Logan McDowell, our quarterback, he's running the ball pretty well. We're trying to get Cale Williams, our tailback, him involved a little bit more. Mason Morgan's really emerged as a deep threat for us. I think he's leading our district in yards and touchdowns right now. So that's been a bright spot for us. We're trying to figure out ways to get Bean the ball, and once Kaysen can grip it with two hands, we'll probably get him the ball a little bit more too.
I saw you run it a couple times.
Yeah.
At least once in the Burlington.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of sticking the ball right into Bean's face mask here? That might do it.
Yeah. So we're still trying to get that figured out. We know we got some guys that can make plays for us. We're just trying to figure out best ways to get them the ball right now.
Okay. What are you expecting from Grinnell?
We've had close games with them the last 2 years. They're coming off a big win against Oski. They do kind of some similar things as us. They've got a good quarterback, a couple tall athletic receivers that we're going to have to cover. They're kind of like us. I think they lost some linemen from last year, so I think that's an area that they're still finding an identity in. So we're hoping, our defensive line's kind of got some veterans for us and is a strength for us. So we're hoping maybe we can take advantage there.
You have the same coaching staff for the most part as last year?
Yeah. I've been really fortunate in my 3 years to pretty much have the same staff throughout. I'll start offensively. Shannon Ruggs, our offensive coordinator again. Nick Williams, he moved over. He's doing quarterbacks and running backs with Coach Rugg. The one addition we have this year is Brennan Brewer. He's taken over offensive line for us and has done just a tremendous job. Coach Rank, he's our wide receivers coach. He's been around forever. He does a great job there. Defensively, Kelly Williams, he's our defensive coordinator. He moved over to linebackers in terms of his position this year. Jacob Garrett, he's defensive line coach. Jared George is our outside linebackers coach. And then I took over the secondary this year in terms of position. So those are our paid guys. We do have 3 volunteers also. Eric Buchholz, he was on staff last year. He does defensive backs with me. Kurt Levetso, again, another guy's been around a long time. He kind of rotates between offensive line and defensive line. And then Justin Chambers, he decided he needed to have a kid, so he's got a step. He took a step back, but he still runs our weight room for us and is in the box for us on Friday, and he does a tremendous job for us there.
And of course, you have Coach Roth down there for.
Well, he's got to keep me under control on Fridays and keep me back. So
he'll grab onto your shirt.
That's right. Can't forget him. So yeah, I am very fortunate to have the staff I do. Those guys do a great job and put in a lot of time, and they're all tremendous to be around.
All right. Well, I'm not planning on it, but Coach Roth may need to lend me some Cardinals gear next week because I'm certainly not buying anything.
I'm sure he's got a few things lying around.
We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and talk with linebacker Kaysen Evans and wide receiver Luke Beanblossom.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our communities stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
You know, it's not a question of what all you have and so on with your life. It's who is in your life and how much you care for them and how much they care for you. And Tammy definitely cares.
I met Tammy about 20 years ago when her daughter was in Special Olympics and I was coaching. Told me that she was into doing senior benefits. We became even closer friends. She cares about everybody, especially the seniors. So call her.
Well, welcome back to PM Sports Page. I'm your excellent host, Todd Patterson. I'm now thrilled to be joined by a couple of Coach Ehret's stud players, Casey Evans to my right and Luke Beanblossom to my left. Luke, let's start with you. First of all, you got to shout out to your parents, right?
Yes, Marty and Teresa Beanblossom.
Marty and
love you guys very much.
Oh, I didn't ask him to do that, Marty. All right, tell me a little bit about your season so far. Where are you playing?
So I'm number 2. I'm a wide receiver and defensive back.
Number 2, huh?
Number 2.
That's a good number. The deuce. The red
Best
deuce.
number out there. Too bad Patty had to take it from me.
So, all right, defensive back and wide receiver. Okay. So, what do you think of the season so far?
I mean, I think all 3 games have been close. Well, besides we killed Burlington, obviously.
Yeah, well, the one we won, you don't have to talk about, right? Yeah.
But we're playing hard. A lot of young guys. But, I mean, we're showing up every day. We're working hard. And, I mean, it's just a couple plays that's really cost us 2 games, I'd say. But, yeah, we're playing hard, showing up every day, working hard. So how,
now that you're, like, I've known you since you were much younger, but, like, now that you're a senior leader, how do you, what's your responsibility to the team, and how do you kind of, help these younger guys along?
Just kind of stay positive and just lead by example. Like, I mean, obviously, football, your body hurts all the time, but you just got to act like you're fine. Because
it's like if you're in your late 40s. That's how your late 40s feel, by the way.
Not there yet.
No, I know.
I think I know how you feel, maybe.
I doubt it.
But, yeah, just got to be a vocal guy, be showing up every day early. Yeah, just put in your best effort because hopefully they follow you. I mean.
All right. Kaysen, where are you playing this year?
So I'm number 6, and I play the middle linebacker position, and I'm the backup running back since I had an oopsie.
So what did you do? Is that football related or?
Yeah. So at practice, I smashed my thumb in between my helmet and another guy's.
Your helmet and another guy's.
Yeah. More like this, but yeah.
So I've seen you. You've been starting since you were freshman or sophomore, at least, right?
Sophomore.
Did you play a little bit as a freshman though too?
I did not.
No.
I played in JV.
But you like patrol that middle, right? You look like a middle linebacker to me. You have to like that position, right?
Oh yeah, I love it.
All right. So, what are your thoughts so far? Where do you see this team going here?
I mean, we have a lot of potential, but just like Bean said, I mean, it's a lot of little things that are holding us back from big wins. And, I mean, I think a lot of guys are starting to realize that and see that.
They're starting to buy in and believe.
Right.
When do you get that bad boy off?
2 more weeks.
And then they're going to let you run the ball more? It sounds like you want to be a running team. So
Well, we need running backs, but yeah, like 2 of them got casts on right now, so we're trying to weather the storm at the moment.
that sounds like a maybe to me. Also, I'd keep your thumb away from your helmet.
Yeah, I'm going to try that.
All right. So tell me, you didn't say hi to your parents. I don't know your parents, I don't think, do I?
Probably not.
Well, you wouldn't know. How would you know if I know your parents?
So, Tyler and Kara Evans.
Hi, Tyler and Kara Evans. Nice to meet you. So do you have any, at this point in the year, it's still pretty early, but do you have any plans yet for next year?
So, I'm not sure yet, but I'm either going to go play football somewhere or go to Kirkwood probably and get a degree.
So you want to keep playing next level?
Yeah.
Yeah, linebacker?
Yeah, that's the goal.
I think you could play fullback, too. Fullbacks are coming back.
Like the fullback.
Well, the Hawkeyes have always had one, but I love that their fullback's last name is Large this year. The year before was Potabom, which is also an awesome last name, but Large is awesome. Yeah, you'd be a fullback. All right, Bean, tell me, what are you thinking about next year? You have any ideas yet?
I'm going to try and play baseball somewhere.
Not football?
Not football.
You should. You got your football coach sitting right next to you.
No, sorry.
Those baseball guys, as long as they play for me, they can go on and play in college whatever they want.
Keep your shoulders safe. That's all I would say.
Okay. But don't know where yet. Got a couple schools in mind, but yeah.
That sounds good. Yeah. That sounds really good. Anything you guys want to add? Having any team? Oh, I got 2 questions for you. Since I'm not going to see you next week, likely. So you said you were coaching the Powder Puff game.
Correct.
You coaching also then?
I'd like to help if there's a spot.
We'd love to have you.
I think you just
Yes, I'm
got on a
coaching.
team. Yeah, it sounds like you're in. All right, who are we? So is that the seniors play the sophomores or something?
Seniors play the freshmen.
Seniors play the.
Nope, seniors play sophomores.
Yeah, seniors play sophomores. So you'd be coaching the seniors, obviously, right? Yep. So who coaches the sophomores?
We don't care. We're gonna beat them.
Well, you will if they don't have a coach. That's the most important part of the team.
There's 4 student coaches.
4 student coaches. All right. Well, who do you see emerging? Who's your quarterback? Do you know?
Someone that can throw.
Okay. Undecided.
Yeah.
What's the homecoming theme? Do you know?
I'm not sure. You'd have to ask me.
Oh, this question fizzled out really quickly. But you guys will have a float, obviously. You looking forward to the festivities?
Oh yeah.
So you got Grinnell this week. Beat Grinnell 2-2. Then you're gonna smoke Mount Pleasant, I assume, right?
We open districts at Keokuk, and then we've got Mount Pleasant. So a couple weeks still till.
Oh.
Yep.
All right. I'm getting all confused by the homecoming talk. I'm a whole week ahead now. All right. Open. So who's in the district now? It's Keokuk.
Keokuk, Mount Pleasant, Davenport Assumption, Mount Vernon, and Fort Madison.
Fort Madison. Not Grinnell.
Not Grinnell. They're non-district this year.
Okay. And not Fairfield.
And not
That's
Fairfield.
So strange to me.
Maps are a little weird.
It's called gerrymandering.
Something went down.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys being on the show today. Get that healed up and start trolling that middle like a hammer. You're already doing it, so I don't know. And you start catch it in your visor if you can.
I'll just stick it in there.
I appreciate you guys being on the show today. I wish you the very best of luck. I'm looking forward to seeing several more games this year. I like the pork burgers, and I like the games. It's great. So, guys, stay healthy. Have fun, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for being here.